Okay, my career path at Corteva Agriscience. So my background is in plant pathology. I have a PhD in fungal biochemistry. I have worked at Corteva for 28 years now. I started my career in early stage discovery fungicide screening, looking for actives and hits in the greenhouse. I then moved into field science, field research, conducting trials to support development and registration of new fungicides. And in the latter part of my career, I have moved more into project management roles globally, looking at development of new fungicide products for Corteva Agriscience. So today, my role within Corteva is as a member of the Global Disease Management Portfolio team. That is the business team at Corteva responsible for running Corteva's fungicide business globally. And my specific role within that team is to provide really technical leadership and technical input into our current portfolio of products, where we develop them, how we position them in programs with growers, and probably more importantly, to provide technical leadership to the new molecules we are developing and how they will fit with Corteva's fungicide strategy globally into the future. I would say that modern agriculture is a very dynamic process nowadays. And growers are in need of new solutions to help them to continue really to farm sustainably and profitably. And particularly European farmers, what we are seeing now is loss of some of the products that farmers have relied on, fungicides particularly, for many years. So those tools in their toolbox are disappearing due to regulatory pressure, consumer pressure, for instance. And that means that within the ag industry, we need to be bringing through new tools, new sustainable tools, which will help European farmers to continue to farm successfully. Three main areas, from looking into patent literature and seeing for opportunities that may come there, for high throughput screening, where we would simply look at chemical libraries and look for activity at the other end. And finally, from natural products, which is an area where Corteva excels. We've had a lot of success there in the past. And natural products are a great area to look because of the potential for chemical diversity. And natural products we do many thousands of screens of potential natural products at Corteva each year. And we get those natural products from a range of different organisms. It could be bacteria, it could be plants, it could be ferns, fungi, jellyfish, algae. So a whole range of different organisms from different ecological niches. So what is Inatreq Active? Inatreq is a new fungicide from Corteva, which is the first in a new class of chemistry called the picolinamides. Corteva has several generations of picolinamide in development. And Inatreq is really a broad spectrum product for the control of key wheat diseases, particularly septoria and leaf rust. So Inatreq Active is a fungicide based on a novel natural product called UK2A. UK2A is produced by an actinomycete, so a soil-borne Streptomyces species, and that bacterium was identified by Japanese researchers, Meiji Seika. The natural product UK2A, which we produce by industrial scale fermentation. What we do is to take the UK2A after fermentation, and we do a one-step post-fermentation modification to deliver Inatreq. UK2A is UV unstable, which means it breaks down in sunlight. So we need to make the conversion to Inatreq to give us stability in the field. There's one other important reason for making the conversion to Inatreq, and that is because we can then use our IQ4 technology formulation system which gives us uptake and redistribution on the plant, and is an important part of enhancing the efficacy of Inatreq when used in the field. So Inatreq is the first in a new generation or a new chemical class called picolinamide. Secondly, its mode of action, its target site is unique in the cereal fungicide segment. It's a QII inhibitor, that's FRAC group 21, so no cross-resistance to existing chemistries. And finally, the fact that Inatreq, in order to be active in the field, it needs to be converted back to the natural product UK2A. And that happens due to enzymes produced either by the target fungus or by the plant. So that helps with our unique biological characteristics relative to residual protectant activity and curative activity. So it's a very unique but interesting process. So I said Inatreq active is a novel target site in cereals. That means today there is no target site cross-resistance from Inatreq to commonly used modes of action. That means Inatreq controls all known septoria isolates present in the European population today. That makes it a very useful and important tool in the grower's toolbox for helping growers to manage resistance risk in their spray programs. And by incorporating Inatreq into a program, growers can also help to protect their existing tools like their triazole or their carboxamide from further resistance shifts. So how will Inatreq help growers with their challenges producing wheat today? So what Inatreq is going to do is to provide growers with a new outstanding market-leading tool for control of septoria, plus useful activity on rusts, both protectant and curative activity. It's going to help growers with managing resistance risk within their programs because of the novelty of the mode of action, the lack of cross-resistance. And we also know from a lot of work we've done, Inatreq helps with the yield increase in agronomic system, and that means it's going to help growers to farm more sustainably and more profitably.